Hello everyone, and welcome to my next video for the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, in which I am going to be taking on the Lure of the Lush LUFENIA Plus quest, and for this I'm bringing a party of Bartz, Zack and Yuna, with a COD friend and an Odin summon. So I have actually only had the opportunity to record this now, which is after the point in time at which Zack's LD has been released, along with his blue armor, and of course I was going to be doing pulls for Zack. I couldn't possibly not pull for Zack, but let me tell you that between my pulls for Vayne's LD and Zack's LD, I've been absolutely rinsed out of the ass for resources. I'm talking over 700 tickets, and then I had to do a pity on top of that for Vayne's LD, and I came very close to pity for Zack, so I'm probably going to have to be a lot more selective about the bursts that I chase going forwards. I'm probably going to be skipping Jekt and Caius, probably, and probably Vayne as well, but I do want Shelky. Or Shelk, or however the fuck you pronounce her name, but she looks interesting, so I'm probably going to go for her when she comes out. So yeah, I've got plenty of bursts as it is already, so you know I'm not exactly hurting for them. But I think the next one I'm really interested in is Twins, and then after that it's going to be Machina. So that's pretty much my plans for the immediate future. I'm going to have to watch myself, dude. I don't want to get completely rinsed out the ass. Anyway, for this quest, we are against the Rathleisias, which are the enemies that were originally featured in Jack's event. At least if I recall correctly, they were. I believe they were on his Lost chapter. So yeah, I think that's right. It's from Zack's event. And these things have pretty chonky defenses, both in terms of bravery, gain and damage reductions, and the defense is pretty freaking high as well, which is why I've got Odin. I'm bringing Bartz along because he is just the omnipresent, ever-useful Aurabot, and I'm actually bringing along Yuna for my burst user as well, because that allows Zack to shine as the primary damage dealer in this party. I would potentially be going for like bringing... I did actually do a clear of this with Ace as well, but I figured because I've waited so long to record the video, I might as well put Zack in center stage. So I am bringing a COD friend, and we are going to like raise some havoc a bit later on, but this is what I'm going with. So we've got Jack and Faris to reduce the defenses to something manageable, and then I have actually brought along Sid Raines as a call ability, because my game plan there, of course, is to get Bartz's burst passive up to level 3 so that he gives battery for everyone, and then we're going to go and pop the Raines and then head into Yuna's burst, and it's going to be absolutely glorious. That's the theory. We'll see if the reality matches that whatsoever, but it should do. And yeah, I've got a quick download here because I did actually swap emulators. Technically, I mean, I'm still using BlueStacks, but I'm on BlueStacks 5 32-bit because of Princess Connect, which I also play, decided to have a falling out with the build I was using for it. So I figured I could have both games on this build. So let's go. So the DPI is a little bit less, so you see some jaggies around people, but you know, it is what it is. So the Lufenia orb on this quest is to break the enemies, except for the fact that they like to delay themselves a lot, and it's really, really annoying. Like, I mean, they really fucking delay themselves to the point where you basically have to try to let them take turns, and it's not good. So I'm just going to rush assault here on this guy just to get the buff for the maximum bravery. And Zack hits like an absolute dumpster truck, I can tell you. The man is supposed to be a tank, but I mean, he hits like a fucking tank. Let me put it that way. I'm going to save my my Jack call for now. I'm just going to be doing a quick missile on here. So I want to get up Bartz's auras, so I'm going to be using both of his skills once to do that. And the reason that with Zack I haven't used his LD yet is because I basically want to take damage with Zack, because the boss is going to do an all attack on the party, and it's going to damage us all, so we can actually get Odin up and running, which is going to be very, very welcome. So I'm going to chain slash here, which just does an extreme amount of damage. So something like chain slash here really, really benefits from increased HP damage dealt buffs. That's what I have found, and also from bravery gain as well, because of course we battery ourselves in between. So yeah, that's going to break us, and for some reason Bartz got missed with the HP damage, but he's not exactly our primary damage dealer anyway, so it's fine if he doesn't have Odin. It's fine, we can deal with it. So yeah, I am going to hold off on the Jack for just another turn here. Okay, so I might as well. I might as well go all in with the. I'm going to use additional ability, and I'll use his LD as well. Should be a nice chunk of damage. I'd just like to point out, by the way, I really fucking love Zack's voice actor. Like, I think he voices Jack as well, but he does such a good job with it. I love the guy. Alright, so I might as well, while I have the opportunity, get up everyone's additional abilities, because the Lufenia orbs don't kick in until they're at 80% health. So that is definitely something to bear in mind. But yeah, the reason like Vayne actually sucks on his own event is because if you give these bosses, if you take 12 consecutive turns, then they basically just get instant turn rate on you, and they just say, you know, fuck you, you're not going to do anything, which is not great, I'm sure you can imagine. So let's get Jack up in here. We've got Bartz's aura. It's firing on all cylinders at the moment because we've used both skills once. I believe this is the point in time at which we can delay for a turn by using our additional ability, so that B comes out of break and we can break B, and then we can use our burst plus. So definitely not as much damage as it could have been there, but we'll make up for that during the burst phase with Yuna and her Raines call. I mean, I could honestly use his EX, but it kind of almost feels like a waste because his regular skills do that much more damage. And we all got slowed, which is wonderful. Let me S another shit away. I might as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move Bartz up by using a cavalry rush here. There we go. And of course, Raines is absolutely ridiculous and still does huge amounts of damage, even as a call ability, because he is just built different. Now, hopefully, I can use Esuna. Okay, so she doesn't get her turn back quite as quickly as I would have liked her to, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just so that Bartz can get in another turn. And now we're at 3 stacks, which is exactly what we wanted. So B's about to get a turn. Which is completely fine. And of course you can see Zack's damage is absolutely ramping up to very significant levels right now. And it's only going to get even better after we bring Yuna into the picture. So, this is where I'm going to be doing the degenerate shenanigans. Raines, my man, you are a thing of beauty. I honestly think Raines might be better in this as a call ability than he is as an actual character. Like, it's kind of silly. But we've got our launchers set up, so let's go all in. And I'll just be able to spam energy rays. And that is going to give us AoE launches on everything. And then everyone's brave is going to come back because Bartz is goated. And that's how it works. So of course, on the last turn, I'm going to use her LD because we will get the most battery that way. But yeah, this is just really going to help us shred through a hell of a lot of HP. There's nothing we can do that doesn't launch because Raines as a call ability is just absolutely stupid. I mean, honestly, it's like Lael on steroids. He just gives you guaranteed launches, and because call abilities don't tick down during the burst, it's just kind of like you just get free reign to do whatever the hell you want. And like Porum works as well instead of Yuna, but Yuna, I mean, Porum's LD increases bravery gains, but both Porum and Yuna's armor still also increases bravery gains. You know, Beatrix is another one you can use as well. But basically, I find that with a combination of like someone like that, like Porum, like Yuna, like Beatrix, in conjunction with Bartz's burst passive, like you get more than enough bravery gain increase. I mean, just look at this glorious finisher from Yuna's burst here. So this does 67k. I have had 3 levels of Kurosame on them, and it does like 80k each. But if I do it that way, then we don't get the launchers. Like that was 4.4 million during the burst. And then yeah, we get to watch. We get to watch Zack do his thing. You know what is going to be absolutely filthily disgusting? If I go into summon right here, like we can probably just burst these things down quite significantly. So let me just do chain slash here. Okay, so how filthy is that damage? 1.4 million. This is Zack, by the way. This is what Zack does. He is absolutely worth it. I think he becomes a lot more worth it when he gets his burst, because he is like as much of a damage dealer as he is a tank, if not more so. But he's not necessary, he's not required, but he's definitely very, very good. So I can recommend, if anyone's on the fence about pulling him, if you want to go for him, then go for him. You won't be disappointed if you give him the right team setup. That's another 1.3 million. You know, just as you do, no problem, just casually putting out world-ending numbers. So I want to keep the launch on Be Alive. So I am probably just going to... I'm going to do a Rush Assault, because we need to get the buffs back. I'm not even using his freaking EX skill, because I don't need the shields. I've got his LD. That's going to be enough. Alright, well he's getting delayed, which definitely sucks. My Jack debuff is about to wear off of these things. Okay, so they've both taken a turn at this point, so I can probably swap out quite happily for for Cloud of Darkness, and we can probably just like burst the enemies down. So this is going to suck because we don't have Faris on there. So we're basically just doing most of the damage off of bravery gains at the moment. And this worries me. This one over here, that's not good. That's not good news. So let's get Faris back on. And yeah, I think this is the point in time we can just swap out for COD. Is that launch going to be worth it? I honestly don't know. Probably. Let's do it. It's not quite a million, but it'll do. And because this is a green COD, we get a very nice burst finisher here. I was very tempted to green up COD. I'll be honest. I like using it quite a lot. But I am waiting for twins. I am faithful to twins, so I'm gonna need those burst ingots. There's no avoiding that, unfortunately. Okay, so this bit is kind of going to suck balls because Jack is going to drop off of B, but COD does have synergy stats, so that is definitely going to help. You can see the difference. We're putting out 4K on the one on the right, and like freaking like barely anything on the one on the left. Come on, you really thought anything else was going to happen here? We still have our burst auras. What is this? Oh, what is this double turning nonsense? I do not like that. If this is a HP attack, then COD is probably going to counter anyway. Oh god. Alright, well I have to not finish the quest here because we have a HP damage limit. Thank God! It didn't kill. Thank God. Alright, cheer. Heal everyone. Okay, well then, Valor, you get to finish it off. With your glorious 1 damage. There we go. That's going to be my run through of the Rafflesia Rush. The Rafflesia Raids. I've forgotten what it's called. Yeah, this Luffy Plus. So, that is just an insight into the kinds of things you can expect when you put Zack with some very competent aura pops. A lot of fun to do. Definitely don't sleep on the guy. He's not necessary by any stretch of the imagination, but he's definitely useful. So, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next video. So until then, take care and goodbye.